I've always been a bit of an overachiever. I heard someone say that if you like being kind of in charge and showing people what to do, you should be a teacher. I did have some other plans about teaching, which led me to being a missionary in Korea for 3 years. Came back to the U.S. and I did some teaching in the U.S. as well. But then, of course, I love Korea, so I went back for another 8 years. And I taught some kids for 4 years, and then I got a chance to teach at the Korean University. During that whole time, I was in grad school to get my master's and my doctorate. When I first came to Arizona and I was looking for work, I had gone to Arizona work. At the time, I hadn't gotten my diagnosis yet, but I was having some issues walking, so I was saying, oh, well, I have this issue, I'm kind of disabled. They actually gave me information about Peckham. And so when I looked into it a bit, I found that it was mainly focused towards employing people with disabilities. And while I thought that was great and all at the time, it wasn't something that I felt I could apply for. When I found myself looking for a new job earlier this year, I was searching high and low, and on one of the job search sites, I saw a posting for Peckham. I was like, oh yeah, I really ought to apply there, because I am disabled now, so I should be a shoo-in. Here I really feel and can honestly believe that I truly am helping people. And I've had some people tell me and share, just how much of a difference it's making because, I've got this urgent thing. Thank you so much. You've been awesome. And so I really feel like I'm being a part of someone's life and helping them with something that they have a great need for. I just kind of shifted my mentality about work and life to a different environment. So it's a different type of classroom more so than a complete 360 change. Compared to my previous call center work, I have to say that here at Peckham, it's like heaven as far as call centers go. Not only is the workplace an accessible environment, the tools that we're given are great. I mean, the fact that we have a help desk in and of itself is miles above any other job I've had. At my last place of employment, accommodations, that was something that was very, very hard to get if you get it. And here is like from day one, my first meeting with my VSS, I was told, okay, so whatever accommodation you need, let us know. We'll give you the paperwork to send to your doctor and we'll work on that. Having someone there to support me and to advocate for me when my own attempts at something just aren't enough is so reassuring. At the end of the day, having this support system built in to provide employees with the support they need, and also not just support but encouragement, it just makes working here so much better. It does tend to be a little stressful when friends or family or even just coworkers or people I meet they find out that I have all these degrees and they're like, well, what are you doing here? Why are you working in customer service? And for a while, that really bothered me and I'd get kind of upset about it. I think by now, I'm at the point where I think of it as, well, I may not be in a traditional classroom, but I am educating, but in a different way. 15 years ago, I was all about ESL in Korea, and before I left Korea, I had imagined, oh, well, when I finish grad school and my doctorate, all these doors will open and it'll be easy to get a job. Not so much. I definitely would never have been able to imagine some place like this. Peckham it's like a home in a sense. I actually call my supervisor my work mom because she's just awesome. Yes, there are days when work is not so much fun, but I also have to say that I love my job and I'm glad to be here. Peckham is like the best thing that could happen for me. I feel like I want to work here forever.